Hello YouTube, I'm the Top Man and welcome back to more Quantus. We are on episode 9 on the Patreon server today. I think there's just me at the moment, there is indeed. Now later on today we're actually going to be aging up again, and I know you haven't seen much of the Magic Age at all, and that is basically because I've been away for a week, and also I've had a wedding as well, and I've managed to get absolutely nothing done, and I do apologise for that guys, but I'm back home, I've got nothing coming up, and I should be able to really knuckle down with this now and get into the Magical Age proper. So, guys, basically, I'm halfway through making something that I found on YouTube, and I want to make that, but I need to make something very, very basic with Britannia relatively soon, as in now. So we're going to grab some diamond. I'm going to shove that diamond into there, and there we go. We've got a wonderful diamond. I'm going to want to put my pure daisy down just for the moment. I'm going to slap it down right here. I've got some smooth stone that I crafted last episode. We're just going to go ahead and make a little bit more living rock. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to create a runic altar. And that, of course, you need 5 living rock, and you need either a mana pearl or a mana diamond. And we're going to go with the diamond because, believe it or not, it's actually cheaper. And these gardens are actually growing really, really well. Doing well with these gardens. Quite proud. So thank you very much, whoever that was who dropped that off. Thank you. We're just waiting for this to change into living rock. Once that's changed into living rock, we can then make the runic altar. Okay, runic stone or living rock is now done. We can do the runic altar, which is good. We have our wonderful crafting table on a stick to help us with this, and we're going to go ahead and do that. The next thing on the list is, of course, we're going to need some living wood. We've got that. We need to make ourselves a Manor Spreader, another one. This requires gold and a little bit of petal. So I've got the little bit of petal, I just need the gold. Gold has been got. Let's go ahead and make ourselves what we need. So let's pop that there, pop that there. Wrong way around. There we go. We've got our little Manor Spreader. Now this Manor Spreader is of course going to be put into the runic altar, so we're just going to slap it there for the moment. Oh, Pokes is having a little bit of problems getting into the game. I'll have to keep an eye on it, see if there's a problem. And the runic altar then, we're just going to slap right here. We're not going to dress this up and make it look good just yet. We will probably do that at some stage, but not yet. So let's bind that to that. Like so. Now that is going to supply that with mana when needed. Which is good, because we're going to actually need some of that mana right now to carry on with what little thing that I'm going to be doing there. Now let me just go ahead and slap this chest down here actually. I don't know, I can't remember if I need a floating one or just a normal one right next to it. I'm pretty sure I can do a normal one right next to it. So we're going to need a hopper hock, and this hopper hock's going to need grey petals, light grey petals, redstone roots, and rune of air. So let me go and grab all that stuff. Another night comes upon us, but we should be safe. We should be safe thanks to that torch right there. I don't know if it's working or not, but we should be safe. So what we're going to do, guys, to make this, of course, we need one of these runes of air, and of course I haven't shown you this before, so we're going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to need, for this rune of air, a mana steel ingot and a mana powder. We can get this from putting an iron in there. That'll get us the mana steel ingot, and we can put a gunpowder in there, and that will get us the mana powder that we need. Now I'm actually going to right click this in like so. We need string, we need a feather, we also need a piece of carpet for some strange reason. Now that's actually going to suck the mana powder right there, and we need a little bit of living rock. And where's our wand? And we're going to leave that to do that. And you can see the little timer going around on the rune there. Once that's finished, we will be able to chuck this piece of living rock on. In fact, let's do that right now. And whack it with our wand, I believe. And then it will make the rune for us, which is brilliant. And then we not only need the redstone roots. So while that's doing that... Whoops, I don't want to run into that. While that's doing that, I'm going to get my shears. I'm going to shear a bit of the grass. And then with that, we're going to put the redstone, the grass to get the redstone root, and we've got everything else available to us. Let's just slap that back. Good, good. And it looks like it's ready. It is indeed. And there we go. Oh, it actually gives us 2. That's nice. That is really nice. So with that, I'm now going to slap one into there with both of our grey petals, both of our light grey petals, and of course the redstone root. And that should do it for us. Is it not doing it? 2 greys, 2 light grey, a rune of air, and a redstone root. Why is it not doing it? There's definitely 2 there. 2 grey, 2 light grey, rune of air, and a redstone root. Maybe there's not enough mana? Oh, go away. Oh, got a torch in there now. Can I break this? There we go. That'll probably be the easier way of doing it. So, I don't understand what's happened there. There we go. Let's try that again. It's definitely, right, a rune of air and a redstone root. Okay. Rune of air. Whoops. Rune of air is in. Redstone root is in. Good. So, 2 mystical grey petals. We've got mystical grey petals, 2 of them. 1, 2. 2 mystical light grey petals. 1, 2. Why ain't you working? Maybe there's just really not enough mana in there to be able to do this, and that's why it's not setting off. I could be completely wrong, but I'm going to make some more ender flames, and we're going to see whether or not this makes a difference and fill that mana pool up, and hopefully this will start on its own accord. Well, I remember one of the guys on the server, I think it was Dwight, who told me, Tough-Man, why don't you use something called solid fuel? I'm really surprised that this isn't doing it. There's surely enough mana in there to do that. Whoop. So, I'm going to make some of this solid fuel, actually. And it requires this. Aluminium, coal, and gunpowder. And you get quite a lot of this, and there's a lot of burn time on it as well, which is good. So instead of using coal, 4 pieces of coal, I've now got 32 pieces of solid fuel. So we're going to stick that in there, and that's going to drop and then get, you know, sucked up by the ender flames, which is going to be fantastic. It's going to create a lot of mana, and hopefully... I can't believe that this isn't working. Hopper Hawk. I just want a normal Hopper Hawk. That is literally it. Rune of air, and... Oh my... I'm such an idiot. Guys, I can't believe what I've just done. Oh, come on. Oh dear. I just like completely stopped working. So the only thing with this pack is it's very, very memory intensive. So it's actually, if I'd have looked properly, guys. Oh, for crying out! And it's done it again. Right, we're going to sort this out. As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted by the server, it's actually a petal apothecary recipe. I can't believe I've just spent 10 minutes doing all this stuff, and I really didn't need to. So 2 mystical light grey petals into there. Brilliant. 2 mystical grey petals. A redstone root. And a rune of air. And I just need a seed. I don't have one currently, but hopefully one of these pieces of grass will relinquish a seed, but it hasn't. Will any of these relinquish a seed for me? Do you have a seed for me? Please. Come on. You would do this while you're on camera, wouldn't you? And plenty of roots. We'll get into that at some point as well, hopefully. That's a seed, but it's not the right type of seed. There we go. We finally got one, guys. It's here. Woo. Last time I did that, I needed a seed. I literally broke the first piece of grass, and it gave me 1 seed. So, in it goes. Oh, we've got 2 seeds, apparently. And there we have our hopper hog. So we should be able to finish this. This is what I wanted to do this episode. It's a smooth stone generator. And it will, of course, generate smooth stone. You know, it's completely out of this world. I need a timer. Not a timer, what do they call it? Sand... Oh, what do they call it? Vaz, what on earth do you call it? It's a sandstone clock, like a timer thing. Where is it? Not there. Not there. Not there. There it is. Hovering hourglass. Oh, we need mana glass to be able to do this. I've got plenty of glass. Let me get all of the stuff ready. Get this somewhat sorted, and I will be back. Oh, Call Me Captain has literally just joined the game, which is good. We're going to do a hovering hourglass. There we go. That is part of this particular recipe. I do need some of this. Let me grab this. I'm very nearly there. I think I actually have a problem with my build, and that is, but I can't make a weighted mana lens because it needs Prismarine Shards, and Prismarine Shards are not very easy to come by. Hopefully somebody on the server has one, but unfortunately the people I've asked at the moment don't, which is a shame, but you can get it with the Atomic Reconstructor with nether quartz inside one of them, and it will get you the Prismarine Shards that you need. However, we haven't got actually editions unlocked just yet. I'm going to try something else. I don't think this will work, but a ball lens. I'm going to try one of them and see if it actually works. Let me see. So, to get a ball, we need a piston. Got. Good. We also need redstone, 2 lapis. 2 lapis. Have we got redstone? We have got redstone. And we need... an actual mana lens, which is a glass pane of 4 mana steel. There we go. And 4 mana steel ingots. So let's get the panes. Good. Now I'm going to go. Oh, I wanted 4. There we go. I'm going to go and make these into mana ingots, mana steel ingots, of course, and hopefully that will help with this problem. I don't think it will. I think it will just mine it and turn it into cobblestone, which is why you need the weighted pressure plate, the weighted lens, so it gives the block weight. I'll show you exactly what I mean very, very shortly. Good. And one of them, please. Which will make me one of these. Now I don't know if, can I just slap it on there like that? Okay, now if I stick the Manor Spreader there, and then bind it to that, it should. It is, but unfortunately, it's also making a huge, huge mess. Let me get rid of this. And I believe I've got my buckets, so I can get rid of the source block of water. If I can just squeeze in there. When it mines it. There we go. Got it. Oh my god. I did put that underneath it, but it decided not to do that. Oh. Did it stop? It should have stopped. Woo! Thank God for that. Okay, we can go around the side here. I've made a little bit of a path. Oversight by me. I forgot that the ball lens actually destroys the block behind it. Oops. That was an oversight. But it is creating cobblestone. It's not creating what I need it to create. Let me just take this out so that I can get to this thing again. There we go. So here is that. Where's the... Oh, I've actually taken it off. That's fine. Yeah, oversight on my part, I'm afraid. Let's grab that and mine our way out. So we definitely do need that weighted lens. Now let me show you how this works. Basically you've got the lava just there, you've got the water above it. No you haven't, you've got the water there and the lava just above it. And when the lava, the source lava block comes into contact with a water block that comes from a source water block or something like that, it creates smooth stone, not cobblestone, which is key to the whole thing. And of course you've got the you've got the Pulse Manor Spreader, which is run off this thing right here, which with 2 pieces of sand in it, it will give off a redstone pulse, or a mana pulse from this thing. With that, and the ball lens, which is going to be weighted a lens, not a ball lens, I just need these Prismarine Shards, it will give the block that it comes into contact with weight, which means it will drop down, and normally it would stop. It would stop on a solid block, but because there is a slab right there, it doesn't actually stop. It drops the block itself. It drops the smooth stone block, which will then get put into... Ah, that's the problem, you see. And I knew this was going to be a problem, because this is way too close to this, so I might have to move this entire setup, which it really doesn't matter anyway, because I'd rather this moved from where it is now. I might make it look a bit more decent as well. But for the moment, that is not going to work for me. That is such a massive shame. It's these Prismarine Shards. What I'll do is I'll see if anybody else has managed to come across anything that will give them Prismarine Shards. I know that you can get them as a drop from killing these things, these Guardians, but they're not exactly easy to come by, which is why we want to use the method, the actual additions method of grabbing it, which is the atomic reconstruction. It's a really, really easy method of being able to do it. However, we are a couple of weeks away from that being unlocked, so this smooth stone generator just will not work currently in its state. It's a shame, but what can you do? It is a shame. I thought we had everything to be able to deal with it there, but unfortunately, small oversight on my part, and we don't actually have everything to be able to deal with that. Now, Call Me Captain is around. He's given me these end stones. I'm going to go and plant them just around here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think I'm just going to go one more this way. 9. Which is good. 9. And he's given me ender lilies, which are amazing. These will give me all the ender pearls I should need going forwards. They do take some time to grow. They grow fastest on endstone, which is why he's given me some endstone as well. I'm just going to go ahead and break this hopper hook. I'm also going to stick it in this chest. And then I can set this thing going all over again. I'm actually going to want to break that so that it doesn't spread over into there. And I'm going to want to break this mana spreader as well, so that all of my mana comes into this central mana pool right here and doesn't go anywhere else. Oh, such a shame. Such a shame that that just did not work. I love these glass shards, by the way. It practically gives you your glass back. Oh, and that's another thing. Let me show you something else that Call Me Captain has indeed done. He's made a key for these storage drawers, which... Oh, hello. Just the man. What is he doing? Is that a map? I think he might be creating a map. We'll have to have a look. But he's created this key, which apparently is locked all of my drawers, which means when they get to 0, they keep the item that was last in there. So say, for example, I think I've only got one piece of glass left. I do. I've taken that piece of glass, and you can see it's still actually in there. So if I was to go like that, it will put my glass back in where it belongs, which is pretty good. It will also show you the amount of blocks you've got in that particular drawer, which is also handy to know as well. I was going to do that. I really was going to do that, guys. I've just been preoccupied with doing other bits and bobs. What is he doing then? It's a painting frame. What is that a painting of? I'm confused. Thank you very much for the painting. I just don't know what it is. Looks good though. I like it. Gives the place a bit of colour. It does give the place a bit of colour indeed. Alright guys, well, I have been busy. Now we can't make the smooth stone, but we can, in fact, make the wood. And, well, I said make the wood, make the tree farm, should I say. And how we do this, guys, is something like this. Now, where does it actually come out of? There. Okay. Brilliant. I've got a very, very simple, very, very small setup. This can be expanded. This can be made a hell of a lot better than what it is. But it's a lossless mana thing. It doesn't use any mana. At least I don't believe it uses any mana doing it this way. I could be completely wrong. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't use any mana unless it hits some blocks. I've got some force relays, which I made through doing this. right there. Piston inside a mana pool will make the force relay. And you can actually link these with your Wander the Forest. So what I've got here is a Manor Spreader. A pulse Manor Spreader, of course, runs on this little timer right here. I might need some more sand in there, possibly some red sand maybe, because I don't need this going as fast as what it is. On top of this, it has a composite mana lens of a bore and a warp. Now, what this means, the bore lens, any block that it comes into contact with, it will break, of course, like the one over there. The warp lens will allow this this pulse to go through the force relay there and allow it to go through this force relay there back towards the mana pool. So it's incredibly efficient. It's lossless until this grows, which I haven't got any bone meal on me. I wonder if Thingamabob has. I'll ask him. Don't suppose. Oops. Have any bone meal? Do you? Or bones? He was very, very nice and gave me some pixie dust, which I can't get unless I've got the full-on Britannia setup, which this would not be possible without those pixie dusts, that's for sure. So I just need a little bit of bone meal to be able to test this. But what I'm going to do eventually is possibly have some agri-carnations probably around here to grow this birch sapling quicker. I'll then need a hopper hock, of course, to be able to pick these up, and I need something then to be able... Oh my goodness gracious me, it scared the life out of me. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Right, let's go and grab some of this. And I'll show you, this is just basically the start. There we go. You can see there. Works quite nicely. The only problem is a sapling. It doesn't seem to break the saplings. Oh my god, we've got stuff everywhere. So if I was to get one of these birch saplings and plant it there, it doesn't actually break the sapling. It will break the block when it comes to growing it again. So let's do that. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. It would have broken it anyway. But there we go. And that is a basic way of making a tree farm. Now I am going to improve this, of course, like I said, with hopper hocks and with ranuncarpuses. I know with the ranuncarpus you can, with one of these things, you can then go ahead and plant certain things. In this case, it's going to be the birch sapling. We will improve this, though, in between episodes. I'll come back next episode to be able to show you. What's this? Where would you like for me to place a blood chest? A blood chest? What's that? Oh, come on. Come on, server. My god. You can do it. Didn't I press enter? I can see you moving around. Why is it not sending that message? What's a blood chest? Oh, there we go. It must be me. I think it might actually be me. I can see him moving around, which means it must be me. What's a blood chest? Tell me what is blood chest. I like this. Works very, very well. It does. Works very, very well. And we finally got a steady supply of wood, which is going to be great. Now, the reason why I did it this big was because originally I was going to do oak trees, and that would have stopped massive oak trees to be able to do. Basically, it heals up. Oh, with the price of blood. Oh. Anywhere you like. I'm not going to use it just yet until I'm set up with that stuff. Thank you very much. This guy. Oh, it's not. There we go. Brilliant. Works a charm. An absolute charm. Love it. Tree farm, guys. We've finally got something done. In 2 episodes, we've got a tree farm done. Mind you, we did make the runic altar as well. I think what I really want to do is tidy this area up a bit and make it look a little bit better. Because at the moment, I'm doing my usual. I've got stuff absolutely everywhere. We've run out of that composite stuff. So I might ask him if he's got any gunpowder kicking around. Probably has. Why not? Wasteful just to break items, and blood is easy to get. Just craft up a blood extractor. Really cheap. Ah. I see. I haven't looked into that stuff yet, so I have no idea. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this particular episode. Again, not got much done, but next episode we'll be back. We'll have this sort of stuff. We'll get into Britannia proper, and also exciting stuff. Next episode, we will have aged up, and we'll have immersive. I think we'll have immersive engineering in the next one, which is the start of getting all of that sort of stuff ready, up and running, and getting some other bits that we can get automated and what have you. It's going to be great. Till next time, guys, I've been the Tough Man. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.